What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about some stocks and some indexes today. We're going to be starting off with the VIX and SPX, and then moving on to some stocks from there. But VIX and SPX for MHAT, mRNA, and AI for Diesel Killer, Pfizer for Gibbsy, Chewy, CHWY for Rich P, and ENPH for Brandon Shepard. We're going to finish it up with CRPT for someone whose name I forgot to write down. I'm sorry, I would give you a shout out, but I'm sure you're here more for the TA, less for the shout out, but I would give you a shout out. I was writing through them too fast, so whoever you are that requested CRPT, we will talk about that, but my bad, man. Anyways, looking at this here, looking at the VIX, let's look at it on a weekly. This ain't no cryptos, man. We got it. Weekly is a short-term time frame for this thing. Probably goes up. Probably goes up. It's the volatility. Is that what it is for the S&P? Yep. Things are about to get more volatile then, because this looks like it wants to go up. You're at a low point. Probably going to go to a high point. You could move sideways for a bit, as you have, as you definitely have before. I think you go up from here, like in the more immediate term. I do think you go up. You probably form a lower high, though, nonetheless. I don't think you're ready to break out of this downtrend yet. So decreasing volatility overall, but for this thing, increasing volatility probably. But for the S&P, if that's what this is, right? Volatility S&P 500 index, probably going to go up, maintain this downtrend, and then continue to go down. Yeah. Daily. Looks good, man. Yeah, you found a little resistance here, but so what? Maybe you go down in like the immediate term, but sometime over the coming weeks, you're probably going to make strides up to this like 20 level. I'd say around the 20 level. So that's the VIX. Let's go over the SPX here. Yeah, bro. Look at you, near all-time highs. Bearish divergence. Rejecting your overbought zone. You're probably going down. Yeah. Let's see how this week closes. We still have 2 days left. You are down 0.93%. You can change that in 2 days, but it would take a little bit to do that for sure. But it's definitely achievable. If you reject this week, if you close this week red or lower from like where it is now, you're going to reject the overbought zone. You're going to have confirmed bearish divergence, and I would think that would signal a relative high, in which case you'd see things move down. You're around your 1272, not really showing too much respect. That's okay. Right around previous all-time highs. Wouldn't be crazy to pull back at all. And where would you pull back to? Relative low to relative high. Probably around 4,522. Probably around there. Let's see how you like to react. Let's see. Come on now. Bottom to high. 0.5 there. 0.5 there. 382 there. So I'm inclined to believe that you probably do go to your 382 or your 0.5, somewhere between 44.35 to 42 or 45.25, somewhere around there. Down from here, though, is what I'm thinking. Unless this week can close green. The daily looks sad. I'm not convinced that this week will close green. It actually looks sad. I think we will close lower than we are now. Even that's not a good look. So down for the SPX, down for the markets, man, and probably down for crypto too. That's good for my put options, man. mRNA, Moderna. Let's see. Lower high in a downtrend, you probably go lower. This one pretty easy. Feels easy at least, right? Top to bottom. Right off your 0.5. Oof. I always say you don't find significance off your 0.5, but when you do, you get significant moves. I would bet, man, that this is the catalyst to send you down to either a double bottom or probably lower lows. You're in a downtrend, so I'm assuming lower lows. You could do something like this, right, where you move sideways for a bit. You could be consolidating, but nonetheless, down is what I think you're going to be doing. Let's see. Yeah, daily looks weak. You had this uptrend in the daily. You broke out of it recently. You're probably going to see the repercussions of that. You look like you're rolling over here, so you're probably going to go down. Yeah, I definitely do think so. Monthly doesn't look half bad other than this month, but still, I think you're going lower. Wonder what you got here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's all that she wrote right there, man. That's all she wrote. 0.5 rejected the 382, going down to the 61869. Yep. Again, you don't see it often, but when you find significance, you get significant moves. Pretty significant. Pretty big green month there. Biggest green month you saw in a while. But I think you go lower, man. You're probably going to go to 37 to 48 over time. You know, this top from December of last year to November, or no, December of 2022, I'm sorry, to November of last year. It could be sometime late this year or early next year that you see prices down here, but you're probably going down nonetheless. Maybe it takes more time, but lower is what I think you got in store. AI. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, Diesel Killer. You like to be in stocks. I like talking about stocks, man. I feel like they're a little bit, to me, they're easier. Sometimes they're more difficult, because with crypto, you can like have these high pie in the sky price targets that the fibs give you, and you're like, oh, that actually is possible. But like with this stuff, it's like, no, those are just there, but they're not actually going to happen. 61869 down here at 18 to 1650, 1850 to 1650. 382 rejected your 236. I very much do think you go there. Yeah, I absolutely do. I think this is inevitable in that range. You could go lower. It is possible. I don't know. I don't know what this thing wants to do with itself. Does it want to form new lows? Does it want to form a higher low and then go up? Do you want to form some kind of W? I don't know what it wants to do with itself. But I do know in the immediate term, I very much believe it does want to go down. Look at that. Yeah. Looks like it wants to go down. Resistance here at a previous area of resistance, right? You draw a straight line there and boom. Yep. Previous area of support. You're going down, bro. Going down. Rolling over. Yeah. Looking not good. Daily looks sad. Looks strong to the downside. So yeah, probably lower. Where are you going to go? Again, in the more immediate term, I think 1850 to 1650? Is that what I said? Yeah, 1850, 1650. Sounds about right to me. Let's just do this real quick. Get the Mac Daddy out of the way. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, you might be seeing a trajectory that sends you to new all-time lows. Actually, you might be. It's not good to get above or to hit your 0.5 like this, get above your 382, and then get all the way back below your 236. And I do think you're going to get below that. It's not good. If you wick below it, okay, that's fine. If you can wick below it and then close above it on a monthly basis, that's fine. But if you close below it, that's not good. Probably lower lows, but that's AI. That's all I got to say for AI is down 1650 to 1850 is my genuine expectation. PFE now, talking about Pfizer finding lows in an area that you normally find lows at. Hey, this one might go up, guys. Look at that, yeah. Very weak on your weekly, man. Very, very weak, but you're overdue for some upside, aren't you? Higher lows here, lower lows here. That is bullish divergence. Decent volume down there. Lower high doesn't have me impressed, though. You do have hidden bearish divergence. To be fair, you are turning around at an area that you've turned around before, so a little difficult on this one. A little difficult to say. I don't know, man. I wonder. I don't know. This is weird. You know, they got the W's, the M's, the descending triangles. Would this be? It's not a descending triangle. I mean, it is this way, right? But a descending triangle would be the other way. It'd be that way, right? Is this a cornucopia? Is this the bearish cornucopia? I don't know what to call it, man. It's gonna give fruit to the bears, spoiled fruit for the bulls. Let's see. That's not what I wanted right there, but whatever. You're kind of in like a grand M shape, actually. Boy, buddy, I don't know. Head scratcher on this one. So much downside. Nothing moves in a straight line. Like, I would expect you see a bounce at some point. But I do think ultimately you have lower to go. Probably around 18 to 21. A little bit above 21 maybe. A little bit below 19 maybe is a better way to express it too. So hard to say. Maybe you do get a bounce in the more immediate terms. You come up to about $30 again. You just did that though. You just did that. Bro, I don't know, man. Not enough to go off of on the weekly. You look like you're in a sustained downtrend. You might just keep doing this, man. I don't know. Until you get a higher low, I'm convinced that you are going to put in a lower low. You might just be continuing this until you get a higher low. I'm not convinced, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the TA and say that you are going to go lower than this low. You're probably going to see in the more immediate terms prices below $25, somewhere around $23.30 to $24.65. That's my thoughts on it. Yeah, let's see real quick. Just a couple of these. 2272, 1414, 2886. You are hitting these deep extensions quite a lot, man. And this is a bigger move here than you're used to. That might have been the bounce, man. As pathetic as it is, that actually might have been the bounce. Yeah. I think somewhere around here specifically is where I would expect you to go, between 24 to 24.65, with the opportunity to go below, of course, to 22.32 to 23.31. But I think this is the general area that I think you're making your way down toward, and then you'll just continue doing this all the way down. But yeah, that's Pfizer, not looking good. CHWY, Chewy. Looking a little better. You're in kind of a megaphone pattern. Broadening wedge, as they're referred to, at an area that you've bounced before on your daily. Yeah. Oof. Oh, yeah. Resistance at a previous area of support. That's not encouraging. Lower highs in your RSI. You know, megaphones or broadening bottoms, they are consolidation phases. And absolutely you can break out to the downside. You're in a downtrend, so it would make sense. Oof, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. You might have a little bit more to go down, which makes sense because I mean, I don't know if Petco and Chewy run together, but maybe they do. Petco looks like it wants to go down. This thing probably wants to go down. I think it wants to go to about 14 to 1273, 1473 to 1273. Hey. Look at that. Yeah, rejected your green line. Yeah, I think you do. I think you want to break down lower. I don't think, as much as this does look like an area that you would bounce, just because of like this little like pattern that you have. Let's see. I want to count real quick. You've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, technically, broadening patterns are 5-legged patterns, not 4. Maybe that's your 1, maybe that's your 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Like that looks right to me. I don't know. Bullish divergence in your more immediate terms. Maybe you do go up, man. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with this one. Here I was talking about stocks being easy. Let's see. Maybe here. Not great, not bad. Whatever. It's okay. Not bad. Not bad. If you can close a daily above 2163, I'll be convinced that you'll break this to the upside. However, if you close a daily below 1770, I guess what would that be? 1760, what is that number? 65. Close a day below 1765, going down. More downside, probably down to around 1473 to 1273. But again, if you can close a daily above 2163, then you might be breaking out to the upside, and we can talk about this thing going up more. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. The shorter term time frames actually don't look bad. Have to be honest, they don't look bad. But maybe they don't look bad. You go up a little bit and then you come down. You know, like hard to say on this one. I want to say I think it's going to go lower. Personally, you know, here you are, green line, right above it, perfect time to sell. Right above it, perfect time to sell. You know, here not so much, but the green line wasn't slanted down as much, right? Here you are slanted down again, perfect time to sell. Slanted down, perfect time to sell was above the green line. You sustained it a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, but it can change. It could definitely change. That's chewy. I'm spending too much time on that. ENPH, end phase energy. I want to see real quick. You're not telling me, Jax Delago. I need to know, man. Gonna miss it. I might have to wait till tomorrow. Because there's a stock with that and a crypto with that. Below your 382, probably go into your 61869 around 89.67 to 93.91. Oversold zone, showing weakness. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of nice though. I don't know. Oh man, a couple of head scratchers back to back. Yeah. I think you're going lower. I do. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Weekly, for providing me clarity. I think you're going low. Yeah. Yes, you are. Absolutely. So I think not only in the more immediate terms can you expect to see prices around 89 to 93, 94, 89.67 and 93.91. You're probably going to go to a low lower than this even. You probably go lower down to like $61, bro. That's sad. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. You got lower to go. Damn. It's a nice bounce off your 236, I gotta say, but look at this. You're finding resistance at a previous area of support. You're gonna go back down to your next area of resistance, which is at 53. You very well could make it all. I know it sounds crazy, man, but you could go all the way back to $31. That's like a very significant area, in my opinion, for support. Bottom to top. The thing is, though, because this is so big, normally I would think you go to the 382 and it would make sense, in my opinion. It would make sense, but you very well could hold prices around 50. If not, maybe at your best case would be around $62. But over time, I'm not optimistic. I think this thing wants to go lower. End phase energy. You're still in a downtrend. Prove me wrong on that. Form a higher low. If you can form a higher low convincingly, and then break out to a higher high, then we can talk about this thing going up, but I'm not convinced right now, man. So that's end phase. We're going to wrap this bad boy up with CRPT for someone who will not be named. I'm sorry, man. I forget who I didn't write the name down. I'm sorry. Low to high here. Went to your 618. That's nice. Hell yeah. Low to high here. Not really any respect there. That's okay. High to low. Come on now. Ooh, look at that. That's nice, bro. That's the fib. That's the one. Look to find support on either $6.92 to $6.32. You might go even a little bit below $6. It is possible. I very much doubt that you break this line, though. I very much do. I think you're going to come down a little bit more, form a higher low, and then you're going to move up higher. You're going to move up to about $16, $13 or more, but probably I would think $16. This fib looks very well respected, like very well respected, very constructive. I like this. It would have been only more beautiful if you bounced off the 886, but just because you didn't is not a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing at all. It happens. It's fine. 61869 right there, man. Yeah, dude. Probably at the lowest 582. But I think you find support somewhere between 582 to 652. If not, you might hold support at 692, just a little bit lower, but a little bit lower to go. Unfortunately, in the more immediate terms, you probably do come down, but this looks productive. It looks very productive, actually. This is what I'm talking about. Downtrend, broken. You had a higher low. You finally got your higher. You had a double top high here. You got your higher high. You're coming down to form another higher low to solidify this as an uptrend now. You're no longer in a downtrend. So I like it. Volumes building as you're moving out. Yeah, bro. This is good. This looks pretty good, actually. But yeah, the daily, again, agreeing with what I was just saying, probably lower in the more immediate term. And then up from there. And where are you going to go whenever it goes from there, right? Again, we're going to talk about it. Let's see. Low to high here. Right? or high to low there. Sorry, not low to high, high to low. Probably going to about 1631, maybe just a little bit under that even. Would be my thoughts. You have resistance right here, right there at 1578, somewhere around there. You might even break above it. You know, that kind of stuff happens. You'll get like a fake out where you break above that price. It looks like you're breaking out, but it's a fake out. But really, you're just finding resistance at your 1618. Come back down, find support at a previous area of resistance. Yada yada yada. The rest is history. Looks good. Looks good. Just in the more immediate term, probably goes down, but overall, probably going up. So that's it, guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to see more. Thank you all for the requests. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Bye bye.